It's incredible to me how women tend to have these moments of clarity where they accidentally say something that they would have rather kept to themselves. They expose certain factoids or certain truths about certain things that they probably did not consciously intend on allowing you to understand. All right, my mother would do that somewhat often because growing up, she would always teach me certain things about females and female nature. And sometimes she would go off on the deep end and I guess allow me to understand something that she probably felt she did not want me to know for whatever reason. And I would bring it up to her at another time and she would act stupid. Because it's just that's how dark female nature truly is. All right, it's just certain things that is like, society has shielded men in general from being able to understand, and that's why you have a lot of men that turn out to be big simps. They turn out to gun a bitch down, kill a woman, kill the kids, kill himself, because whatever it is that he believed about women, he went through his girl phone, or he caught her doing something, or she said something to him, and the broad didn't understand who she was fucking with at that moment. And, his understanding, his idea, his perception, his belief about women was confronted that day. All right. And so the man flips the fuck out. Now, I remember there was this one woman that I was talking to, and we were talking about male and female relationships, particularly in the black community. And she says this. She's like, the only reason why a lot of these dudes even take care of their kids is so that they don't have to pay child support. Now, it's funny that she would say that, right? Because what that is, that's an indirect admission to the fact that she understands that what child support is asking or demanding that a man pays is nowhere near the amount that's actually necessary to raise a child financially. That was her way of tacitly acknowledging that fact. Right? And a lot of women, it's funny that she brought that out, because a lot of women, they would act like, what a dude is paying in child support ain't enough. Females do a lot of bluffing like that. They do a lot of shit talking. They're very dishonest. They really lack integrity, and they go through a lot of psychological gymnastics and all sorts of different forms of warfare. All right. Because women, they feel empowered by their ability to operate on the plane of subtleties and cause chaos and confusion. So when she said that, I'm just like, wow. And she didn't quite understand what she was getting at. All right? Shit like that really amazes me about women. I've seen that my entire life. It's like, damn, this chick really just said that out loud. Like once, I'm talking to another chick, and I've heard this from something similar to this from multiple women. So when she said it out loud, it wasn't surprising to me that she felt that way. It was just kind of sort of surprising that she actually said it openly. And what she said was that she would love her son more if he was gay. All right? She said she would love her son more if he was gay. Now, there's a lot of women, really I would probably say probably the majority, at least over half of black women feel that way to some degree. All right, because they look at a black man, especially a black man, they look at him with more love when he's basically aborted or disconnected himself from his masculinity. All right, because they have penis envy, they're envious of manhood. All right, and they hate men because of that low-level jealousy and envy for masculinity, for manhood. So they love a black man more when he actually discards his masculine nature and become more like one of them, become more like a female. Women in general, they pedestalize manhood. All right, that's why you will hear females like when Father's Day comes around, you get a lot of women, a lot of black women especially, that would brag about, or they would talk about how they're the mother and the father also. Why would you want to, put yourself in the masculine role like that unless you want to be a man? All right, because if you heard a man say he's the mother and the father, that would seem, you would look at him kind of funny. Or you would hear a black woman call herself a god instead of calling herself a goddess. Right? Why would you call yourself a god? Because what? You're trying to usurp masculinity. You're trying to thrust yourself into the role, into the position of the man. Because you want to be a man subconsciously. All right? What if you hear a man refer to himself as a goddess? It's like, what? Like, what? This nigga just called himself a goddess. You would look at him like he was, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was a homo. I hope I don't get a fucking whatever for that, strike for that or whatever. But, yeah. So a lot of women in the black community, when you listen to them, women in general, but black women especially, when you listen to them talk, you listen to them speak, really listen to them, because they're saying certain things to you indirectly that they do not intend on letting you know. They don't intend on you understanding it. All right? They believe that they're so much smarter and so much ahead of you that they will open their mouth and yap off a lot and say certain things. They're not aware of what they're saying and how they're exposing certain elements of their own mentality. They just think that they're so fucking smart. So they talk a lot. They run their mouth a lot. They're very boisterous. All right, they talk a lot of shit. So it's a certain female YouTubers I don't even want to mention, but it's certain female YouTubers, pardon me, that when you listen to them, a lot of dudes, when they're debating these chicks, and I'm listening, and I'm like, wow, he didn't just catch what she just said. I would have destroyed her right there. But I'm not interested in debating women, all right? Really, the black man in general, you should ignore these bras, man. You shouldn't even be debating with them anymore. Especially now at this point in time where we are now, you don't debate the black woman. She will feel you when she notices that enough of you are ignoring her, when you're not paying her any more attention, when you're not feeding into these toxic debates and conversations about all this fuck shit that she likes to talk. She's really just meant to be a distraction to the black man. Alright, she's not about empowering the black community. She's not about the black man becoming empowered. Her thing is to operate like the proverbial Sharon Stone character from Total Recall. Her job is to maintain you being in a state of darkness, being in a state of sleep. All right, not really understanding who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Drilling you with all of these pointless, meaningless ass conversations and banter and vague language, saying certain things, and it's not really clear what the bitch really mean. Like it's a lot of things. Like these bras like to throw out. Oh, they don't feel protected. Oh, you're not building. These are, they throw out a lot of vague language like that, and it's like they don't really go into detail, right? Because they're not really trying to make a real point, is what I'm trying to say. Right? They don't really intend on that, because they don't intend on having any fucking solutions whatsoever, and it's not their job because they're women. but understanding that it's not their job is to shut the fuck up, right? All right, because even if, let's say that they do try to come up with any sort of solutions, if those solutions fail, guess who they're going to blame? They're going to blame you, right? So why even turn to them to have these debates and conversations, whatever you do is do online, when even if they come up with any ideas and this shit don't work out, you're still going to be at blame. So you might as well just be at this all on your own. If she's going to follow you, she's going to follow you. If she's not, oh fucking well. All right? Peace.